It's my pleasure to have sitting next to me the new East Brunswick High School boys varsity basketball coach, Bo Henning. Bo, welcome to East Brunswick High School.
Thanks, Jim. Appreciate it. Been a real nice experience so far.
Bo, you're coming in at opening night, St. Joe's, which is a tough opponent as always for East Brunswick, and I'm sure you're familiar with them. Tell us a little bit about the East Brunswick boys team for the 88-89 season. Some of the strengths you see, some of the weaknesses.
Well, it's a fairly experienced team. There's a good number of kids who played on the team last year, and they were competitive all time last year. So I'm sure that if we can turn a few of those close losses into wins, we can be real successful. It's a very athletic team, something I really like. More so maybe than a basketball player, these kids are pure athletes. They play a lot of sports. That may, right at this time of the season, that may have us a little behind where I want to be, simply because, they're just getting their basketball legs under them and that. But I think in the long run, it's going to really be a benefit to us.
Well, what can we look for on offense and defense from the Bears?
Okay, we're going to be up-tempo as much as we can. I think if we get to use the entire court, both defensively and offensively, we can take advantage of that athletic ability. When I spoke earlier about being behind in certain things, I think our half-court game right now is a little bit behind schedule, more so offensively than defensively. We get into an up-tempo game, we take advantage of that athletic ability we have, and I like our chances in it. It'll be an interesting game because I know St. Joe's likes that same type of tempo. So,
in terms of your strength as a team, is it height, speed, combination?
I would say speed more than anything. Even though Dwayne Taylor's very big at 6'7", he'll start at center for us. He has no varsity experience to speak of, and he's much improved from what he was last year, obviously. But still, you never know what's going to happen in a kid's first game on the varsity level. He hasn't started a varsity game ever. The other guys, however, that play the perimeter positions have all started in the past. And like I said, I think that would probably be our strength, at least this time of the year.
Bo, how was it coming over from JFK, coming into a program? Last year they had a down year. Like you said, they have some athletes. What adjustments did you have to make?
Well, it's a bigger school, obviously, and there's more things to deal with in the program. It's not just the basketball team. There's a great number of outside influences that you have to deal with, but that goes along with being at a bigger program, and I realized that when I took the job. I'm not saying they're distractions that are bad. They're good. They're good things for the program. There's a lot of promotional work, and also there's more connection with the feeder system here than there was at where I was at Kennedy. You have to keep a very close contact with your lower level coaches, and it makes sense too if you want to continue to be successful. You want to keep that close contact.
Well, Bo, we certainly want to wish you luck tonight against St. Joe's, your home opener in first game. And we look forward to covering you throughout the 88-89 season.
Well, we appreciate the coverage you give us, and I know the kids do. They love it.
Well, now we'll get ready for tonight's home opener, East Brunswick and St. Joe's, and we'll be back with the action in just a moment. Well, good evening and welcome to Channel 8 Sports and East Brunswick High School boys basketball. Hi, I'm John Megliaro, being joined tonight by Jim Allender for East Brunswick's home opener of the 1988-89 season against St. Joe's. And Jimmy, this is a hell of a way to open up for Bo Henning in his first year and first game of the season.
Yeah, he's going to understand very quickly what it means to play against a team that's a rival. But I think the Bears should be up to the task this year. I was very interested in Bo Henning's comments that he made before the game, and I think he's being a little cautious about this team because I'll tell you what, if there's one thing that comes at me as far as this East Brunswick team, and that's the depth. They go more than 5 players deep. Just to go over the roster, Brett Charleston, of course Brian Forte, Kyle Tenora, Ramon Trent. These are all players that saw extensive action last year. Mm-hmm. And then you add to the fact Mark Harmon, who was not available but because of the knee injury. And you have some players right away that have good, solid varsity experience. Add to that Dwayne Taylor, who Bo Henning alluded to as being vastly improved, Dave Potter. You just have a bounty of players here that you're going to see a lot of action. East Brunswick that may prove to be very, very beneficial for the Bears when it comes to crunch time if people get in foul trouble. So we have an excellent team to look forward to. The Bears are coming off a 9-15 record, as you know, John, and going up against a team that was 21-5 last year, St. Joe's, but they are depleted in large numbers. This is not the same St. Joe's that we're used to seeing year in and year out. I think East Brunswick has to merit being favorites here this evening.
Well, Jimmy, one thing you notice when you look at East Brunswick right away, and this being the first game of the season, is that you see a lot of football players. And Bo alluded to the fact that, you know, there are a lot of great athletes on this team. But also, too, as Phil Hill always mentions to us, there's a big transition from the football field to the basketball court. And we may see a little bit of that tonight. But one thing that really has to impress you is the team speed that East Brunswick possesses.
That's true, and you can start with Trent probably being the fastest player. And we're going to have to see how the kids do as far as controlling that speed, because there's an advantage to having team speed, yet if you can't control that, that aspect, it can go against you. But you alluded to transition of going from football to basketball. Yeah, that'll take a while to work its way out. Probably it will not be until after the Christmas holidays before the players get into what might be considered a basketball mode. But some real natural ability. Forte, I think it may have been lost on people, but he led the team in scoring last year with a 17.4 average. And, he's a senior this year. He has all the confidence of having played football. I think he could turn out to be the most important player for East Brunswick this year, just by his natural athletic ability. We've been hearing a lot about Mark Harmon, and he's wearing that knee brace, as you're going to see him come into the picture right now. He's going in for the layup. Comes back from reconstructive surgery, nothing short of a major miracle.
That's right.
My understanding is that he will be offered a football scholarship to the University of North Carolina. And what a tribute that is to a player who has worked as hard as Mark has to come back, but he works very hard on the basketball court too, and is going to be another impact player. He's, from what Bo Henning says, he's showing the most so far. And then Taylor, having played in the summer leagues, he looks to have thinned out a little bit. He was more bulky last year, and we'll see what that does for his game. A lot of nice attributes on this team. Of course, we won't know what the chemistry of the team is until we see them on the court, but I'm kind of excited. I definitely believe that they have a wonderful opportunity to improve on the 9-15 record of last year.
No doubt about it, Jim, and it's going to be interesting to see the impact that Bo Henning brings to this team. He mentioned in our little discussion up front tonight that he's looking for an up-tempo team, an up-tempo game, and he's quite willing to do that. And that's what he's going to ask of these young men. And they, from what we know, do have the talent to play that type of game. So it should be an interesting start, this first game, East Brunswick and St. Joe's, a long-standing rivalry. And we'll be back with the opening tip-off in just a moment. Well, Jim, we're about ready to go, and while we have a moment, would you want to run down the starting lineups?
I wish I had the starting lineups, but I have the players. Okay, let's give it a shot here. For East Brunswick, of course, Brett Charleston, number 30, is going to be starting along with Kyle Tenora, number 11, Dwayne Taylor at center, 25, Ramon Trent, 23, and Dave Fertig, 24. For St. Joe's, Doug Alongi, number 12, Reed Jackson, 24, Jim Feeney, 32, Paul Labosco, 52, and Sean Devlin, number 50.
Thank you.
John.
And so Bo Henning will have his Bears come out to start the 1988-89 season against St. Joe's. This should be a good one, Jim.
I guess Dwayne Taylor grew. He's listed as 6'6", but Bo Henning described him as 6'7", so he must have grew an inch in the last week.
And he's in the center. There he goes. And East Brunswick, Trent controlling, looking underneath for Charleston. It'll be off Charleston's hands, and it'll go St. Joe's way.
We'll see how Brett Charleston fits into the starting lineup. This is a quick lineup. Interesting that Forte's not starting tonight.
St. Joe's looking to move the ball around a bit. As we said, East Brunswick is gonna try to be moving on the mark, a quick tempo team, and a foul inside, and East Brunswick will take over.
Now you notice the white lines that that surrounds the top of the key. That's the three-point line, which is closer in high school than in either college or professional. So you may see a lot of three-point plays.
All right, the foul was on Labasco, number 52 for St. Joe's. This is Tenora bringing it up. St. Joe's pressing early on. Outside shot, no good. That was Fertig. Underneath, Taylor with the block. Trent's got it, and he'll take it with the layup. No, off the rim. Charleston on a follow-up, and he's fouled.
Nope, no foul, John.
All right, I thought I heard a whistle. So the basket's good, and East Brunswick goes on top 2-0.
You're going to see a lot of that fast break. East Brunswick will run when it can.
St. Joe's again looking to find an open man. Shot from the outside off the rim. Fertig with the rebound.
Here we go.
Here we go. Tenora underneath. And a foul's going to be called on number 32. That's Jim Feeney.
Rather questionable. I thought he made a good block.
It looked clean from here. So Tenora will go to the line.
Tenora and Fertig were players used extensively last year. Fertig more on the junior varsity.
In and out, he'll get another shot. If you just joined us, we've started first period action here. East Brunswick St. Joe's. Bears on top 2-0. Tenora at the line. And he misses both free throws, but Taylor on the rebound, no good. Taylor can't come down with it, and they're going to call a jump ball.
Well, there you see Dwayne Taylor's rebounding ability has the height advantage. Well, what did they call there? Okay,
it's a jump, and it'll go over to St. Joe's.
We'll have to refresh ourselves as to the rules. Oh,
Charleston, Fertig, basket East Brunswick. Good pressure D by the Bears.
Oops, they lost it again.
It'll go over to the Bears. St. Joe's having a little trouble with the defense, and St. Joe's wants a timeout. And they'll get it. So with 6:29 and East Brunswick with a 4-0 lead, St. Joe's will take its first timeout.
Yeah, the Falcons are not the team that we are used to seeing, quite frankly. There's a lot of inexperience, and they're sort of ruffled right now by the East Brunswick team speed. We see it already, John. We see the team speed starting to show its evidence.
2 quick baskets on turnovers.
Baskets coming from Dave Fertig and also from Charleston on a rebound attempt. Yes, and this isn't even really the top guns so far. We haven't even seen Mark Harmon and Brian Forte yet.
You see Bo Henning there talking to his team. And Jimmy, I've got a feeling he's going to do real well with these young men.
Oh yeah, you can see that he relates well to them. Should be interesting. We don't want to get into comparisons with Frank Knottenberger, but I'd be interested to see. Knottenberger used to be one that used to substitute in and out, in and out, in and out, and it'd be interesting to see how Bo Henning substitutes his players.
Okay, the Bears will bring it in. Fertig underneath his own basket. Taylor to Trent. To Tenora, back to Trent. And as they move it around, Fertig from outside, three-point territory, in and out. Rebound, Taylor. And he puts it in.
Very nice.
6-0 East Brunswick.
Boy, they're still having trouble with this. That's a half-court trap there.
Up, turnover again. Here comes the Bears. Tenora to Trent. Woo. Nice touch to Charleston and a basket.
St. Joe's just cannot handle this pressure.
And team quickness is what we're seeing thus far. East Brunswick taking advantage of every turnover. They lead 8-0. Shot outside, Feeney, yes.
What's more, that seems to be the only thing that St. Joe's can do in the way of offense, the outside shot.
Charleston, alley-oop for Taylor, but it's stolen by Labasco. 8-2 is the score, 5:20 to go, first period. East Brunswick on top. Feeney underneath. Nice move, won't go though, as Charleston comes up with the rebound. Tenora down the middle to Trent on the wing. Trent is fouled. Ooh.
Clean block, they call it.
They call it a block, but it'll go over to East Brunswick.
That's 2 times Ramon Trent had opportunities for clean baskets. He hasn't been able to connect on either. So that might be a little bit of that football rustiness we're talking about.
East Brunswick moving the ball around the perimeter. Trent takes the jumper, partially blocked. Charleston's there for the rebound, can't put it in. And St. Joe's will come with it, Labasco. I'm sorry, that was Reed. He slows it down. Alongi is their playmaker, number 12. Shot by Feeney, outside three-pointer, and he hits. 8-5 now the score. Charleston at underneath, nice turnaround. Hits, makes it 10-5.
Yeah, 6 buckets. 6 points. East Brunswick electing to press off the successful basket.
Blocked by Taylor. Tenora on a pass, Fertig just a little bit long.
Yeah. And East Brunswick will back off now. Now let's take it back. It might be could be a half-court press here.
Tenora will pick him up at midcourt.
Dwayne Taylor looks to be a force in the middle, John.
Alongi being pressured. Shot from the outside, off the rim. Charleston with the rebound. Fertig will bring it up for East Brunswick. Over to Tenora. Trent will take the jump shot, three-point territory, off the rim. And off St. Joe's, so East Brunswick gets another break.
Yeah, 2 players battling for it.
And Forte and Harmon will come in for Charleston and Fertig.
All right, now this in my mind is the real starting lineup for the Bears. And let's see how they perform together, because you have some tremendous firepower out there.
Harmon throws it in to Trent. Underneath to Harmon, he'll take the shot. Hits. First time he touches the ball, he's got 2.
And I'll tell you what, that could be a nice omen for Harmon, because he's a streak player.
Partially blocked by Harmon. I'm sorry, that's Todd Price, number 22. It'll still be St. Joe's ball. East Brunswick on top, 12-5 with 3:12 to go, first period. And they're going to call it a travel against Reed Jackson. Harmon to Tenora.
St. Joe's with a press of its own here.
Tenora takes it down the middle. He's going to go. Dumps it off to Forte for an easy layup. 14-5 East Brunswick. They're back to pressing, and they're going to call a foul on Trent.
All right, first foul for the Bears tonight. A little over-aggressive, Ramon Trent. Still, you have to be pleased with the way East Brunswick is applying pressure and being successful at getting the turnover.
Labasco will throw it in for the Falcons. Again, East Brunswick collapsing on defense, and now they'll move back. Alongi. Looking in the middle, and they're going to call a travel on Labasco.
And to give a little assist there to Dwayne Taylor for causing Labasco to put that ball on the floor. Labasco, is it?
Labasco.
Okay.
Tenora, nice move. Again, drives the center, pulls up, shot off the rim. Nice pass underneath Alongi, but still in play, and East Brunswick comes up with it. Forte looking for someone. There's Tenora all by himself in the corner. Short, Forte with the rebound.
Beautiful rebound.
Tries underneath off the bottom of the backboard. And St. Joe's will bring it up.
So Charleston will come in again.
St. Joe's being the more patient on offense. Labasco drives, blocked by Taylor, and they're going to call a foul.
They're going to call him, but I'll tell you what, he looked like it was all hand on the ball. So 25, Dwayne Taylor picks up his first foul. Teams are even in fouls with 2 each. Won't get to the bonus until 5.
Tenora comes out and Charleston goes back in. Labasco will shoot 2. He makes the first to make it 14-6. See East Brunswick players trying to match up with their opponent. And it's now 14-7. So East Brunswick's lead cut in half. Nice pass, Forte to Trent. Look at the height off the rim.
Look at the
Taylor.
Look at the rebounding.
And it'll go over to St. Joe's. Jimmy, you've got to be impressed with the leaping ability of this East Brunswick team.
Yeah, well, tonight they're clearly out leaping St. Joe's.
Pressure defense by the Bears. Down court to Labasco. Alonji with the shot, off the rim. He comes up with his own rebound. Price misses, and Feeney puts it in. 14-9. Pass underneath to Trent, against the glass, he's got it. 16-9, East Brunswick.
Well, that's his first bucket from about 4 chances inside.
It'll be St. Joe's ball.
Well, it's clearly evident that St. Joe's realizes that it cannot rebound off the boards or get inside with East Brunswick, so they're going to be intent in taking that outside shot when they have the opportunity.
Dave Potter comes in for Ramon Trent.
All football players.
There's some bulk in there today.
I'll tell you. Except for Fertig, he's the only one that
didn't play. Outside shot, Price, no good.
A little push
Labasco, and he's fouled underneath by Fertig, I believe.
24, that would be Dave Fertig, his first foul.
Labasco go back to the line. East Brunswick on top, 16-9. (16-10) now as Labasco. It's perfect from the free throw line. East Brunswick will probably play for 1 shot with 20 seconds left here in the first period. Forte gets it down to Harmon. Potter to Charleston, won't go. Ball's alive, and East Brunswick cannot come up with it. They're going to call it a jump ball, so it'll go over to East Brunswick.
Apparently the officials were not clear on who last touched that ball. So with the jump ball, East Brunswick's turn for possession, so they went out on that anyway.
So with 10 seconds here in the first period, East Brunswick on top, 16-11. They'll look for the 1 shot. Fertig looks underneath to Potter. Potter turns around and is fouled. That's 22, Price, with the foul. And Potter will go to the line. Devlin will come in for Labasco for St. Joe's. 1 second on the clock.
He gives them a little more height. He's about 6'4".
Shot by Potter. No good. He'll get 1 more. Off the front of the rim, and that'll be it for the first period here at East Brunswick. The Bears on top, 16-11.
And all in all, East Brunswick has to be very pleased with its first quarter performance. Little something, Bears were 0 for 4 from the foul line, something that kind of plagued them in the last couple of years, as a matter of fact. And I know that could be attributed to the early season. But by and large, a rather nice period. East Brunswick showed a little bit of everything that they're capable of doing. They were able to play that nice up-tempo game, get the fast break basket, able to apply a lot of pressure to get turnovers, and finally on this end, defensively, rebounding, and Dwayne Taylor and Brett Charleston both doing a job off the boards. So if they can kind of put that all together and sustain it, I believe that they're going to be in good shape for this season.
Well, Jimmy, I know there's one person in this gym who's relieved to see that first period go by, and that's Bo Henning. He's got it under his belt, and now I'm sure he can focus in on this game and relax a little bit.
Right, I'll tell you who else is a little nervous, and that's Frank Tottenberger. Frank, of course, basketball coach last year, now the athletic director, and he was a little uncomfortable before the game, too.
All right, St. Joe's will throw it in to start the second period. They trail 16-11. Labasco back in there. He's been their key man. Ball won't go. Forte with the rebound. Here they come, straight down the court. Forte still has it. East Brunswick underneath the Potter. He's got it by himself.
Assist and basket.
18-11, East Brunswick.
Here's the press off the basket.
Feeney pulls up and hits. Forte brings it down.
He's got 9 points. He's the leading scorer for
Potter
the Falcons.
To Fertig. Looking inside to Harmon. He'll put it up, and he hits.
Mark 2 for 2.
20-13, East Brunswick. And East Brunswick continues to press. Feeney, 2-on-1. Devlin, no good. Potter with the rebound.
Feeney
to Charleston. Down to Forte.
I like this team. They're constantly looking for the open man.
Underneath the Potter, back out to Harmon. Harmon will be called for traveling. And I'll tell you, Jimmy, you can't blink a moment with this East Brunswick team.
Well, they're running.
Alonje brings it up for the Falcons of St. Joe's. And pass is thrown away. Reed Jackson looking. And turnovers have hurt St. Joe's tonight thus far.
So you see the freewheeling substitutions that was evident of Bear teams in the past. Bo Henning, realizing that he has a very, very deep bench, is willing to put in a lot of players.
Taylor comes in for Potter. Tenora back in. Harmon looking for Taylor underneath, throws it away.
All right, that's just a little bit of miscommunication there, something that the team will work out.
And ball kicked by Fertig, but he's hustling all the way. Inside to Labasco.
Boy, St. Joe's really has not had any success in getting an easy shot inside. There's an attempt there.
Feeney, yes, and he's been the hot one for him.
Yeah, he's got 11 points.
20-15, East Brunswick by 5. Charleston, left-handed jump shot, no good. Feeney will pull it down and hand off to Alonji.
Yeah, probably not the type of shot that Charleston wants to take.
Ball stripped away, it'll still be St. Joe's ball.
Well, Henning wants a timeout.
Timeout, East Brunswick.
Well, Feeney's keeping St. Joe's in the ball game with a couple of long bombs here. I count them with 5 field goals, 1 a three-pointer, and he has been almost the entire, well, he has every field goal for St. Joe's. The other points coming on Paul Labasco's 4 foul shots. And the scoring for East Brunswick fairly well distributed. Brett Charleston has 6 points, while Forte has 2, Potter 2, Dwayne Taylor a bucket, Ramon Tren a bucket, Dave Fertig 2, and Mark Harmon has 4 points. So good even scoring from East Brunswick's I think Henning probably called that timeout simply because East Brunswick was allowing a couple of easy shots by St. Joe's. They were getting out of their shot selection was not what it was at the beginning, and probably just wants to reinforce that fast tempo game that they've been having success with.
All right, there's 5:40 left here in the second period. The Bears on top 20-15.
More substitutions here now. Let's see.
Fertig and Tenora.
And you basically have the starting, except for Harmon in for Trent, you have the starting lineup in.
Feeney has been their hot man. St. Joe's moving around. Shot good by Reed Jackson. 20-18. St. Joe's trailing now by a bucket.
Boy, they were able to turn things around real quick. 3-pointers.
Harmon, jump shot, pushes it in. 22-18. St. Joe's really looking to slow this game down.
Got to.
They realize they can't run with East Brunswick. Longy will take it himself. No good. Rebound, Charleston. Fertig. And he looks down court. There's Tenor inside to Charleston. And a nice little rollover onto the rim.
Yeah, he handled that very well. Didn't quite know what he was going to do with the ball, so he just sort of lofted it against the board, and it found its way to the hoop.
24-18, the Bears in the lead by 6.
This starting lineup right now seems to have a nice combination of things going for it.
Inside, shot good. Ryan Buckley, number 34.
It's really the first basket inside for
Fertig with the shot, no good. Under 4 minutes now left in the second period. The Bears lead by 4. And Labasco will look around. Feeney, yes.
3 points.
A 3-pointer. And St. Joe's now trails by 1, 24-23.
Well, I think East Brunswick's going to have to make some adjustments now.
And Feeney takes the steal. Will go in, and it won't go. And a foul is called on Tenora.
St. Joe's is simply having too much success with that outside shot, and I think that Henning is probably going to have to do something, bring East Brunswick out of that zone. They were playing close inside, trying to prevent the inside shots. But the way Feeney is launching these bombs.
All right, St. Joe's can take the lead here, the first lead of the night with the basket. They trail 24-23 with 3 minutes to go.
And they're in a man-to-man now.
Trent hawking him. Buckley, no good. Partially blocked by Trent. Taylor, but Charleston will pick it up.
Yeah,
Trent in the corner. Feeds to Charleston, come down to center of the lane, in and out. And it's starting to get a little cold for East Brunswick.
Yeah.
And another miscue by the Falcons.
Yeah, there was they thought that Labasco was going to cut inside, but he was just waiting out in the corner.
Forte is back in. Tenora comes out. Trent to Charleston, underneath to Taylor. Nice play.
Good play. Dwayne Taylor needs to get into more of the offensive flow. I've been noticing that he's been playing defense real hard and not getting down to the offensive side of the floor quite like he'd like to.
Labasco, nice reverse. 26-25, East Brunswick by 1 with 2 minutes. Steal by Alongi. He'll take it himself.
Nice play.
And St. Joe's takes the lead for the first time tonight, 27-26.
And St. Joe's now playing with a little confidence.
Trent drives, puts it up off the back of the rim. Just missing that touch. .123 to go, second period. St. Joe's on top now by 1, 27-26, stolen by Charleston. He should have an easy layup, and he does. Puts the Bears back on top by 1, 28-27.
He's got 10 points.
Jimmy, we've seen everything we would want for a first game.
It's really been a fast-paced, exciting game. St. Joe's started off real slow, probably were a little confused by the up-tempo of East Brunswick, but has come back, been patient with the outside shot, and they have, more importantly, connected on those shots.
Longy controlling the offense for St. Joe's, drives the lane, dumps it off to Labasco, who uses the glass and is fouled.
And that is Dwayne Taylor's second foul.
Labasco will go to the line, and he's been perfect from the free throw line. Taylor will come out, Potter will go in with 41 seconds.
Dwayne a little winded. So it seems anyway.
Labasco is a 6'5" senior. Forte now will bring it down. Being pressured, needs some help. Looks across to Harmon. Harmon underneath, looking for Trent. Knocked out of the way by Alongi. East Brunswick will keep it with 31 seconds. They trail by 2, 28-30. Trent underneath to Potter. Yes.
Nice pass.
20 seconds. We're tied at 30.
And St. Joe's looks like it's going to hold for the last shot.
Six seconds. Longy will put it up. Hits with 2 seconds. 1 second, that'll be it. First half is over. And St. Joe's, who trailed by as much as 7 this first half, goes into the locker room with a 2-point lead, 32-30.
Yeah, they really came back that half, that quarter there, kind of unexpected. I thought East Brunswick was playing very comfortably, but St. Joe's, with renewed confidence, was able to hit the outside shots, and that got them on a roll and brought them back to this 2-point lead.
All right, a good first period, very exciting first period. 32-30, St. Joe's in the lead. We'll be back with the second half in just a moment. Okay, Jim, as you see East Brunswick warming up, getting ready for this second half of action. I know you have some stats there.
Yeah, it's going to be a crucial half, obviously, for East Brunswick. Things were going so right for them, and then St. Joe's came back. But very quickly, the leading scorer in the game is St. Joe's Jim Feeney, off of 2 3-point field goals and 4 other field goals. So he's been very accurate from outside. Paul Labasco came in with 9 points on some late inside points. Dave Alongi has 4, Reed Jackson 1 3-pointer, and Ryan Buckley 2. For the Bears, leading scorer is Brett Charleston on the strength of 5 field goals, 10 points. Brian Forte had 2, Dave Potter 4, 2 field goals in the second quarter. Dwayne Taylor has but 4 points, and I know the Bears are going to be looking for more offense from him. Vermont Trent 2, Dave Fertig 2, and Mark Harmon 6 points on 3 field goals. So that's your scoring, 32-30, as we're about to begin the second half.
Well, it's everything we thought it would be. This has always been a fierce rivalry, St. Joe's and East Brunswick. Most of these games have gone down to the wire. Good crowd on hand. And we'll see what East Brunswick does in the second half. They trail at the moment 32-30.
So I believe that, let's see who gets the inbounds on this. Apparently East Brunswick.
I think it's East Brunswick.
Yeah, okay. So they're going to be moving from our right to left, John.
All right, East Brunswick in the dark home jerseys or uniforms. And Fertig will bring it in to Tenora. They look underneath to Taylor right away, and he goes off the glass, but it won't go.
Yeah, that's what they want to do. Dwayne really wasn't in deep enough to get a good shot off.
Underneath, Buckley.
Oh, he took steps.
And he took a little hop there.
So Taylor makes up for the shot on the other end by causing this player to make a bad defensive play.
Trent looking to dish it off. Won't go. Taken over by St. Joe's, and Alongi behind the back goes out of bounds.
Yeah, it was good intentions, but Alongi likes to do that a lot. I noticed on a play coming up here before he liked to go around the back, but you got to have a target.
Tenora driving, and he's fouled by Alongi.
Nobody in foul trouble to speak of. Taylor has 2, but every other player that has but 1 foul.
Taylor over to Trent, to Tenora. East Brunswick inside to Taylor, and he's fouled by Labasco.
Well, Labasco not pleased with that call.
Well, I certainly think you would want to challenge Labasco underneath with Taylor.
Yeah, they really do need to do something. I think the success that East Brunswick had in the first quarter was primarily due to the fast break, but also from getting the ball down deep inside. East Brunswick really doesn't have the same type of outside shooting that St. Joe's does. Not to say that anybody does off that first half performance. But if they're going to have success tonight, it's going to have to be deep down in the middle.
Fertig comes out, Harmon comes in as Taylor goes to the line, misses his first.
East Brunswick yet to put a foul shot in.
They trail by 2, 32-30. Taylor hits the second. So the Bears now trail by 1, and they begin to press once again. And Harmon with the steal goes out of bounds. Good defense, though. You see East Brunswick matching up. Stolen by Tenora. Out of bounds, though. And this is Alongi. He'll take it up for the Falcons. And of course, they want to play a very slow, patient offense. There he goes behind the back, drives the lane. Won't go. Buckley on the rebound. Yes. 34-31, St. Joe's. Harmon over to Trent, and off Trent's hands.
Concentration not there. And East Brunswick really has not shown its ability to get out of that first half or that second quarter doldrums.
Tipped by Charleston. Taylor to Trent. Trent to Harmon. Harmon back to Trent. Goes out of bounds. Should have taken the shot, maybe.
Yeah, there's a little bit of uncertainty there.
But East Brunswick will have it. Charleston in the middle.
Oh, he
got it. He didn't have that much problem on the football field in terms of interference. No whistle, though.
And the Bears are tight, no doubt about it now.
Stolen by Trent. Harmon has it. Will dish back to Trent. Ooh, and it'll go back to East Brunswick.
Yeah, that went off Ramon Trent's hands, and he might well take a rest at this point. Well, they're going to take out Charleston.
Forte will come in. Charleston will sit. Harmon will throw it in for East Brunswick. Harmon back to Trent. Almost stolen, but Trent will put up a three-pointer. Off the front of the rim, Tenora on the follow-up. Can't get it to the basket.
St. Joe's doing the job.
Alongi looking to Price. Price having a little trouble. Tenora steals it.
And he ought to take it himself.
And he will. Just won't go. Forte is fouled on the rebound. And East Brunswick just can't buy a basket at this point. And the referee having a little discussion with some of the St. Joe players.
All right, well, that foul is on Todd Price, I believe, 22. Should be a shooting two-shot foul.
Forte can bring East Brunswick within one. They trail 34-31. 5:37 to go here in the third period. And he misses.
So East Brunswick 1 for 6 from the line. Excuse me, make that 1 for 8.
So East Brunswick unable to convert at the free throw line, and it's hurting them. Still down by 3. Labasco from outside, Jackson rather, no good.
And Bears wanting to run, but not able to execute the fast break.
Harmon will put it up, yes. 33-34.
And if anybody's been able to have any consistency with the outside shooting, it's
Forte with the steal, puts it up and puts East Brunswick on top, 35-34.
Okay.
Timeout St. Joe's. So a quick turn of events, Jim.
Yeah, that's indicative of how this game has gone tonight. You just close your eyes for a second and bang, that's it.
While we have a moment, I do want to mention, and as Bo Henning had requested, to mention some of the people who assist him and some of the young people. They are Michelle Katz, Jennifer Egan, and Patricia Brewer. They are the statisticians. And someone who doesn't get a lot of publicity or notoriety is a young man who's the manager of this team. His name is Adam Lander. And Adam is one of those young men who show up every day for practice, come early and stay late. And you can see him here on the bench providing water for the players and towels. Adam does a super job, and quite frankly, Coach Henning has said that he's been a great help to this team as they prepare for this 1988-89 season. Some of the young people that assist this East Brunswick High School basketball team.
Oh yeah, and that's what Bo Henning was alluding to in his pregame remarks about a lot of the participation from a lot of people in this program to make it work.
All right, 5 minutes to go, third period. The Bears are on top, 35-34. Labasco will throw it in for St. Joe's. And Trent almost with the steal, but goes back. Labasco will put it up. Trent with the rebound, though. Looking for Forte down court. He saves it. No, just on the end line. Good hustle, though, by the Bears.
Boy, they really do want to run, John.
St. Joe's again feeling the pressure of East Brunswick's defense. Price. And it goes in. 36-35. Tenora down court to Forte. He'll drive and puts it in. So we're going back and forth here. The Bears on top, 37-36. Labasco, 2-on-1. Back to Feeney, who's been hot. This time he hits the net, but Labasco's there all by himself for the follow-up. St. Joe's by 1 as Harmon puts it up.
Short.
Off the front of the rim, Labasco rebound. And St. Joe's will slow it down. Falcons by 1, 38-37. Inside to Labasco. And a travel on Labasco.
Yeah, they're going to call travel on him, but I'll tell you what, St. Joe's has done very, very well to spread this East Brunswick defense, and they are providing a lot of open door shots, a lot of close-in shots, which wasn't the case in the first half when East Brunswick was allowed to stay in the zone, and that's what the outside shooting will do for you.
Trent to Harmon. Harmon pumps, bounding around, comes down. Feeney with the rebound. Underneath.
Stepped on the line.
Good try by Jackson, but it'll go over to East Brunswick. Buckley comes in and Labasco goes out for St. Joe's. 3:23 left here in the third period. Tenora bringing it up. Over to Harmon. Harmon with the shot, short again.
And Taylor goes down.
And a little rolling around between Taylor and Price.
Okay, they're calling Kyle Tenora on the foul. Incidentally, is East Brunswick's first team foul. St. Joe's with 3. So no one has seen the bonus situation this game. But boy, things have really slowed down, John.
They have. St. Joe's with a 1-point lead. Play getting a little sloppy. Buckley drives on Taylor.
Free ball.
Price, no good. Taylor back in, pulled down eventually by Harmon. Forte underneath to Taylor. Off the glass, yes, against Buckley.
Yeah, that's what they needed.
East Brunswick by 1, 39-38.
Here's the pressure off the
Stolen by Tenora, underneath the Forte, and a foul is called. That'll be on number 24, that's Reed Jackson.
Boy, I didn't hear the whistle there. Forte was axed.
He'll go to the line. Charleston will come in for Taylor. St. Joe's a little confused here as to what's going to happen.
All right, apparently that foul was before Forte got the shot off. We didn't hear the whistle.
Harmon will inbound it. He does. Trent has it. Tenora. Back to Trent, inside to Forte. Back out to Tenora, who's got the time and the shot.
So Kyle Tenora gets his first 2 points of the game.
The Bears by 3, 41-38. Under 2 minutes to go, third period. Alongi out to Labasco. Top of the key, he drives, and is fouled by Charleston.
Charge that foul to Brett Charleston, his first of the game.
Labasco will go to the line. He'll shoot 2.
Well, these teams took turns hitting each other in the first half, and now they sort of even things out. They're playing at an even keel.
Labasco misses the first. That's the first time he's missed tonight from the line.
Yeah, it's the first time. Well, he's the only one that has gone to the line.
Makes the second. 41-39 now. East Brunswick by a basket. Down court to Trent. Drives into the middle, dumps it off to Harmon, who looks underneath for Forte. East Brunswick continues to press. Feeney. Stolen, no, almost stolen by East Brunswick. Feeney misses, rebound, Forte.
Yeah, Charleston was one that messed.
Down court to Trent. Oh, nice attempt by Trent to pass the ball off. And a foul is called on number 14.
Well,
that's Victor Blue.
Yeah, they had to give the foul to somebody on that. Blue honestly was going for the ball. St. Joe's fans here in attendance don't quite agree with the call. All right, 5th team foul, so we now have a bonus situation for East Brunswick, I believe. And it looks like Tenora is going to go to the line.
You'll have a 1-and-1.
And as we mentioned, East Brunswick has but 2 team fouls.
He makes the first.
Okay.
42-39, the Bears.
The way this game is going, I think every foul shot's going to be important.
And makes the second. So the Bears by 4. 1:25 to go, third period. Shot, Feeney. No good, he's gone cold, rebound Tenora. This is Harmon. Stolen by Longy, and he's fouled.
Right, so every foul now means a 1-on-1 for East Brunswick. So Mark will go to the line. Yeah, Feeney isn't hitting that outside shot. Strange game, the way it's seems to be moving along here. East Brunswick wants to run, but is not having the same type of success it had in the first half. Yet they're
Harmon hits, he'll get another.
right, they're starting to assert themselves defensively, what I think which is more important because that's going to provide more offensive opportunities.
44-39. Harmon misses the second. Feeney will pull it down for the Falcons. That's Driscoll, number 10, who brought the ball up for St. Joe's. He's got it. Looking for some help. Blue now will drive the lane. He walked. He ran, actually. He didn't even walk.
Well, he wanted to waltz into the basket.
52 seconds now. Forte. Fertig underneath the Charleston. He'll spin, put it up the jump shot. Off the rim. And a foul will be called on Fertig over the back.
No shooting foul, nor is it the 5th team foul, so St. Joe's simply will get the ball in bounds.
Bosco will throw it in. Driscoll being pressured. Blue finally makes the play down to Feeney. Jackson underneath to Driscoll. Driscoll having trouble handling the ball, and they're going to call a foul on Harmon.
That's Mark's first foul.
Trent will come in for Harmon. And Taylor will come in for Charleston. So Coach Henning continues his free substitution policy.
Freewheeling.
So far it's working. The Bears on top, 44-39.
15 seconds, John. Important for St. Joe's to get a bucket here because they're 5 points down now.
Foul inside.
And
they're going to call on Tenora.
Yeah, now that's the 1-on-1. So, inopportune foul for East Brunswick there.
8 seconds remain in the third period. Blue will go to the line. Harmon will come in for Tenora.
Mark got a rest for 10 seconds. Geez, we thought Knoppenberger was bad with his substitutions.
Blue misses. Taylor pulls it down.
Bears have a chance here.
Harmon can't hold on to it.
And just been a tough evening for the Bears on these long passes.
3 seconds. They had 6 guys on the court, St. Joe's did. No wonder why he's probably a little confused as to who they pick up. Looks like St. Joe's is going to look to throw it down. Nope, they'll give it to Blue.
No, they're not going to get a
Feeney, and that's it.
I was going to say, they're not going to get a shot off, and they're not even going to get a quality shot off.
So at the end of 3, it's East Brunswick 44, St. Joe's 39.
Yeah, a 5-point lead here for the Bears. Were able to overcome I guess it was a 2-point deficit, 32-30 at halftime. So all in all, they outscored St. Joe's by a 7-point margin. And more importantly, restored some of that confidence that they had at the beginning of the game when they were just simply running up and down the court at will. But St. Joe's came back in the second quarter on its outside shooting, primarily on the Jim Feeney's outside shooting. As you mentioned, John, Feeney has sort of cooled off. We only have him for, well, actually, I have him for no points in the third quarter, so that shows exactly what his impact has been. St. Joe's only coming up with 7 points that entire quarter. So on East Brunswick's side, again, this distribution of scoring, I think importantly, they had 2, 4, 6, 8 foul shot opportunities and were able to connect on 4 of them. So even with 500 foul shooting, that has brought them back. But the bonus is in place for the entire fourth quarter. I watch for the foul shooting to be important as we come into this down the stretch.
Well, Jim, regardless of the outcome of this game, you've got to be impressed with the way East Brunswick has moved the ball, looking for the open man. The speed is unbelievable.
Right.
And I think with a few games under their belt, this is going to be a team to reckon with in the GMC.
Right. I agree with you, John. I think what concerns me a little is that St. Joe's is not supposed to be one of the better teams in the league. Woodbridge and J.P. Stevens.
Here's Labasco. Blocked by Taylor. Stolen back by St. Joe's. Feeney hits. But that's, I think, Taylor's 3rd or 4th block shot tonight.
It is. But Dwayne has to play the entire game. He has to watch his outlet pass.
Fertig now. Ball stolen by Longy and goes out of bounds, so East Brunswick will take over. Bears by 3, 44-41. We start this 4th period. The whole tempo seemed to slow down now. Forte looking. Harmon back to Forte. Forte dumps off in the corner to Trent. Trent pumps, looks across to Harmon. Harmon will put it up, in and out. Taylor by himself against the glass, no good. Trent with the rebound. He can't do it. Taylor. And they're going to call a walk.
Boy, oh boy.
Trent and Taylor were fighting over the ball.
5 shots the Bears had. Were not able to connect. Taylor with the cripple.
Stolen by Forte. He'll put it up off the glass. Nice move.
Big bucket.
46-41.
Let's see if East Brunswick's pressing defense can cause some turnovers here. There's one.
Stolen by Harmon. You called it, Jim. He'll go himself. Yes, and a foul is called.
Blocking foul on St. Joe's. Nice sequence for the Bears there. A steal by Forte. He connects. Harmon steals. And that foul is by Alonji, his 2nd. So Harmon going to go to the line here with an opportunity to extend East Brunswick's lead to, well, it's 48-41 now. They could have the biggest lead they've had all night.
Harmon in a bonus situation. I'm sorry, makes it a 3-point play. 49-41. Bears by 8. Jackson across to Labasco. He's fouled by Harmon.
St. Joe's in a rather cold streak here. And that comes with inexperience, varsity inexperience, if you will.
Labasco hits. 49-42. East Brunswick by 7. Now by 6.
Well, he's been St. Joe's most dependable foul shooter tonight. 8 points from the line for Labasco.
Trent in the corner, across to Harmon. He'll take it himself, and he hits, and Harmon has been hot tonight.
He's got 12 points.
51-43.
There's another error. Okay, goes off Charleston. Well, there's no doubt about it. East Brunswick is at its best off a successful field goal on their part, and they just go after the press here. And St. Joe's has had trouble with it.
Almost stolen by Harmon. Whoa, Alongi jumps into the stands going to save the ball, but East Brunswick will have it.
Well, Reed Jackson thought he was going to connect with his teammate there, but player went inside. So Falcons sort of falling apart here in the 4th quarter.
Harmon to Forte.
East Brunswick really shouldn't be in any hurry.
Trent outside, in and out. Taylor, yes. That's what they want from this young man. 53-43, the Bears by 10.
And well, Bears on defense now, John, but they can take their time.
Longy outside, rebound, Forte.
Still want to run.
And he brings it down quickly. Looks for Trent, he's got him. Trent rolls it in. 55-43, the Bears by 12, timeout St. Joe's.
Right, Falcons have to take a timeout here. Those shots that were not falling for East Brunswick in the middle portion of the game on the fast break suddenly are starting to fall, and more importantly, the defense pressure is starting to work. It's starting to cause St. Joe to make the errant pass. Maybe fatigue is set in, John. Who knows? See Bo Henning giving instructions. I think really what he's telling the kids right now, or perhaps ought to, is that they could be more selective in their shots. If they have the shot off the fast break, well, good enough, take it. But outside shooting isn't necessary at this point.
Well, East Brunswick has really turned things around.
12-point lead for the Bears, their biggest of the game. And they have done it tonight with a lot of players. I would say you got your basic 8 or 9, and in a game against a more worthy opponent, you know, and I think Woodbridge, like I said, we mentioned before, Woodbridge and J.P. Stevens, I believe, are the class of the Red Division. And they're playing each other tonight, by the way. So that should be interesting. If you remember last year, we opened up with a player by the name of Buck Jenkins for Woodbridge, and he helped do in East Brunswick. Tony Newsom is back for J.P. Stevens.
And a foul called on Charleston. 5:18 to go in the game. The Bears are up by 12, 55-43. We're in the bonus situation here.
Yeah, that's the foul that comes off the press. You mentioned, John, there's a nice crowd here for the opener.
Well, this is a natural for these two clubs, and they bring out the people. Jackson at the line. Misses, rebound Taylor. Forte down to Harmon. Jump shot off the front, but Charleston's there, yes, on the rebound. 57-43.
And Brett Charleston has been opportunistic this evening with rebounding.
Alongi by himself, pulls up, takes the shot, hits. Clock in East Brunswick favor. But they're gonna bring it down quick. Forte.
Here they go.
Underneath to Taylor, great pass.
Now, John, there's no doubt after watching East Brunswick in this game that they are more comfortable on a fast break. They don't seem to play the half-court game quite as well. And, well.
And Jackson, and that's kind of the way it's been the last few minutes for St. Joe's.
But what I was going to say about the Bears is they're going to look for every opportunity that they can to run the ball.
4:30 left in the game. The Bears on top by 14, 59-45. Charleston will give it up to Forte.
Who last year was the floor leader.
Trent drives, won't go, but nice move. And it will go over to St. Joe's. Good hustle by Charleston. And for Ramon Trent, the ball just won't go through that net.
Those players on the floor.
Alongi takes it himself, dumps it, stolen by Charleston. There's Trent, he should have the layup here. And he's fouled.
Well, I'll tell you what that's all about.
Price looks like he tried to take Trent's legs out.
I'll tell you what this was all about. Price realized that Trent was going to go for the stuff. And no way or shape or form was he going to allow it. And Ramon took exception to that. And that's why you had this little outbreak. Administrative officials for East Brunswick are, as well as Bo Henning out there.
And you see Henning talking to Harmon, Trent, and Taylor. And he's basically saying, listen, we've got this game. Keep your heads.
Right. And he's also doing a little something else, John. I think he's asserting himself as the head coach here. He's saying, look, you know, he could do it in private, but I think he's telling Ramon Trent in front of everybody that, look, I'm running the show, and you need to control yourself.
And we may have double fouls here, Jim.
Well, we're going to see what happens.
The official is talking to John Emery, the scorer.
Well, Price certainly has the foul. That'll be his third, so you figure that Trent will go to line shooting 2 on that. Whether there are technical fouls, we'll just have to wait.
The official's still trying to get everything straightened out here. 4:06 rather, remains in the game. East Brunswick still on top by 14, 59-45.
Well, let's see what we got here.
And Trent goes to the line shooting a technical.
Not sure that's the technical foul, John, because I saw the official raise two fingers. Could be, though. We'll see.
And he hit the first to make it 60-45. And now we'll see what happens.
So those are his 2 shots, and apparently, well, we're just going to wait till everything's done before.
Now Feeney goes to the line for St. Joe's, and he'll shoot 2. And he hits the front of the rim.
Now, if I remember correctly, anytime a technical is called, it's never 1 shot in high school. It's always 2 shots. So that could have been a technical foul awarded by each team. Now,
so they trade a point each, and we're still at 14, 60-46.
so apparently the only technical that was called was on East Brunswick.
No, they had to be off 2 technicals for Feeney to shoot 1 by himself here.
Well, my question is, wasn't that a foul on Ramon Trent as he was going to the basket? It should have been a 2-shot foul. Well, we'll never know, or at least until the game's over.
Anyway, we're still at a 14-point bulge for East Brunswick, 60-46, with 3:50 to go in the game.
St. Joe's needs to get some points on the board. They can't afford to be passing it back and forth here.
Labasco inside to Feeney, and he stepped on the line, I believe.
Yeah, they're going to call a foul, John.
They're calling it on Charleston.
Charleston with 3 fouls. Kind of what the Falcons wanted to do. Get some point opportunities and stop the clock.
Feeney, who had a cold spell there between the 3rd and 4th period. That really hurt St. Joe's. Seems to be coming back to life a little bit.
Well, he's connected on 3 of 4 foul shots.
East Brunswick by 12 now, 60-48.
And the Bears.
Trent will take it right to the hoop. Won't go.
Boy, he can't buy a bucket on a fast break tonight.
And they're going to call a charge against Alongi. Harmon playing it smart, stood his ground.
Real important foul there, I want to tell you. It's a 12-point lead for the Bears, and that's an important turnover. There's 3.5 minutes left, and unless St. Joe's does something very quick, they're going to run out of time.
Harmon brings it into Forte.
And you see that Brian Forte is the one handling the ball during crunch time.
Harmon. And don't forget, we did not see Mark Harmon at all last year, so it's a pleasure to see him out there. And boy, what a dimension he brings to this team.
That's an understatement.
Forte drives it up. Won't go. Ball kind of suspended in time there for a moment. And Price is fouled by Harmon.
Going to call a foul there. These are tough fouls right now, I'll tell you.
Well, I think too, Jim, one thing the officials have to be careful of is not let this game get out of hand with the fouling. This is an intense rivalry, as we've said, between these teams.
Going through my mind also.
3:03 remains in the game. The Bears on top, 60-48, as Price goes to the line, hits the first. And makes the second, so East Brunswick's lead is now 10 points, 60-50. And again, time is on their side. Forte pulls it down.
St. Joe's going to take some chances here.
Forte looks, dishes off to Charleston, back out to Harmon.
All right, and now we have a somewhat abbreviated four-corner here.
Harmon is pushed by Price.
4 fouls on Price. So Mark Harmon, 2 for 3 from the foul line, has been the most dependable foul shooter for the Bears tonight.
Off the rim.
Oh boy, the game's not over yet.
Here comes Driscoll. Drives down to Labasco. No good. Taylor can't do it. Labasco puts it up.
And the St. Joe's fans like that.
And Bo Henning wants a timeout.
Really?
60-52.
Yeah, they're just not out of the woods yet. There's still just enough time for the Falcons to mount something. You know, you do have the three-point play here, and St. Joe's, particularly Feeney, has shown the ability to hit from outside. And all St. Joe's needs is a couple of possessions and successes on the three-point play, and they're going to be in this game. So Henning's going to take a timeout here, and you see his intensity. He's not really happy with what the Bears in this last minute and a half. East Brunswick had, I believe, a 16-point lead, John, at one point.
Yes.
Okay, and
Jimmy, I think what he's saying, not that I'm a lip reader, obviously he's quite pleased with the offense, but they're very lax on defense. And St. Joe's is coming down and getting some buckets they really shouldn't. I mean, they're coming right down the center of the lane.
And I would say that East Brunswick has come down and taken some shots that maybe they shouldn't.
So we'll see with the last 2 minutes and 33 seconds of this game on the line. East Brunswick lead now cut to 8, 60-52.
East Brunswick offensively should spread it out.
Forte has it. Although East Brunswick, at least tonight anyway, has the capacity to score points in a hurry. And they're going to call travel on Taylor.
Yes, they are.
Price slides his way through. Taylor with the rebound.
That's it. They can slow it down.
Harmon and Price with the foul.
Now, scoreboard has him with 4 fouls. I have him with 5. Let's see. Unless I attributed him a foul.
Taylor's going to come out. They're going to put Tenor in, who's a good ball handler.
Well, Price is leaving the game anyway.
Blue comes in for St. Joe's, number 14. And Harmon will go to the line. He'll get another.
Big shot.
61-52. And this could put East Brunswick back up by 10. Around and out. Here comes Driscoll. Blue now with the ball. Pushes over the Feeney, who's in that three-point area. Steps forward. Blue. Well, blocked by Harmon.
Nice play by Mark.
Harmon coming down. He's got Trent.
Yeah, that's my feeling.
St. Joe's comes around. No good. Three-pointer by Blue. Tenora with the rebound, and he's fouled.
2 5'8" players go up for the rebound.
And I guess my agony there was I thought Harmon should have just taken it, went right for the bucket.
Oh, he had a number of options. He could have passed it, he could have taken it in, and he could have just not done anything. and waste some time on the clock.
St. Joe's calls a timeout. So we're getting down to crunch time with 1:33. East Brunswick by 9, 61-52. As you see the East Brunswick High School varsity cheerleaders.
Now Charleston was the leading scorer after one half for East Brunswick, but he has only a bucket, so he only has 12 points. Most potent scorer for East Brunswick during this half has been Mark Harmon, interestingly enough. He has two more field goals, 3 foul shots, so that's 2, 4, 7 points this half to go with his 6, so he takes over the lead with 13 points. Real good scoring distribution by the Bears. And I think that's probably going to be the case this year. You're not going to see any player dominating, although I suspect that Forte, once he gets his basketball legs and shooting touch, is going to emerge as the most dependable scorer for East Brunswick.
All right, Tenora will go to the line.
And
he was fouled going for a rebound.
Bo Henning is resting Dwayne Taylor. And I think Dwayne is probably a little down on himself right now. He's had his good moments and he's had his disappointing moments.
Tenora, and it rolls in. Puts East Brunswick up by 10. By 11, 63-52 with 1:30 to go in the game.
And that pretty much does it for St. Joe's.
Feeney, 3-point, no good. Rebound, Trent to Harmon. Got Charleston underneath. Yes, off the glass, 65-52. Labasco, and he's fouled inside by Forte.
I believe that's Brian's first foul.
Labasco, no good. Rebound, Forte, and I think he was hit across the face there.
Okay.
And he's fouled, so he'll go to the line.
Finney picked up that foul. So these are points for statistics only.
Jimmy, you got to be impressed with the sheer athletic ability of a Brett Charleston, a Mark Harmon, a Brian Forte, and a Ramon Trent. I mean, only 3 weeks ago they were playing football.
Right, and I think that more than anything else made up for the rustiness, if you will.
And I should include Dave Potter as well.
Sure.
Forte
Hits.
makes it 67-52, and the Bears up by 15 now. With 1 minute left. Blue inside the three-point line. Trent with the rebound. And I think that's the first time tonight East Brunswick slowed it down. Forte takes it, dumps it right into the middle.
Woo!
Nice pass from Trent to Charleston. Great ball handling, East Brunswick up by 17.
They show that they can do it.
Jackson, no good. Charleston rebound. 33 seconds, and Forte is fouled by Jackson.
You know, this is last year St. Joe's beat the Bears twice in regular season play, and we have to go back to 2 years ago when the Bears were GMC champions for a victory over the Falcons. So this is kind of a nice way to start the season off.
Although, Jimmy, if you look in the papers and you read East Brunswick wins by 17 or 15, it wasn't that easy.
It certainly wasn't.
Forte hits to make it 70.
Well, he's not having any trouble hitting fouls now. And the Bears have come back nicely on the foul line the second half.
71-52. Forte with the steal. Looks down for Trent. He's got it. Pass underneath to Harmon. Picked up by Jackson, though, for St. Joe's. Three-pointer, Labasco hits,
He's
15 seconds.
He's the center on that team.
71-55, 10 seconds. 3-on-1, Trent. Oh, and he makes it. I was going to say, if that didn't go in, this poor Ramon. 1 second, that'll do it. And Bo Henning wins his first game as East Brunswick High School varsity coach, 73-55.
I'm adding up the point totals for East Brunswick. Charleston, with that fourth quarter burst, finishes with the high scorer with 16 points. But Forte, with a nice second half, scoring 10 points, finishes with 12. Harmon, 9 points. Trent has 7, although I think he probably should have had a lot more if it was for those chippies that he wasn't able to connect with. Kyle Tenora, 6 points, and Dave Furtick had 2 points. Leading scorer for St. Joe's, we'll have to wait here. Jim Feeney had 17 points, but only 3. I'm sorry, he has 19 points, but only 5 coming in the second half. And finally, Labasco had 19 points also. So Labasco and Feeney were the primary scorers for St. Joe's. Nice outing all in all by East Brunswick and Bo Henning's team.
Yeah, Jim, I think you've got to be impressed, again, like we've said, and you know, we keep repeating ourselves, but you just couldn't help but be awed by the team speed. But something that we're seeing this year that we didn't see much of last year, and that is that looking for the open man, getting the ball down, a lot of give and go. No doubt that this team, once they get their legs underneath them, are going to be a team to reckon with, in my opinion, in the GMC.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, something also should be said by the performance of Mark Harmon. We know what he went through in rehabilitating himself, and quite frankly, we also knew that during football season, he wasn't 100%, yet he was made the all-star teams, and we talked about the scholarship, but the fact that he's playing out there with that type of effort and intensity, it's just really a magnificent effort. I think he should be singled out this evening for just some fine play, and he's going to provide some really good leadership for the Bears as they move into this 88-89 season.
Well, if you're Bo Henning, you've got to be pleased. This team showed some flashes of brilliance. There are some areas, obviously, he knows about that they need to work on. But to start off against a very tough St. Joe's team and come out with a win is a nice way to begin the season.
Yeah, by the way, I think I should mention that Dwayne Taylor's finished with 11 points unofficially. And Dwayne is one who probably is pondering the game.
Well, in all fairness to Dwayne, this is his first varsity game.
And there is a difference
in
varsity and JV, no doubt about it. You've seen it tonight.
And I think, you know, given time, Dwayne's going to prove himself a force. He certainly has the size. He's got the mobility. I think it's just a matter of feeling a little more comfortable, getting a little confidence.
Absolutely.
Jim, I thank you, sir.
My pleasure.
And we hope you enjoyed our broadcast tonight of the East Brunswick-St. Joe's game. And East Brunswick will be up next for those keeping schedule on December 19th against Monroe.
Home game right here.
Home game here at East Brunswick High School.
I guess we're going to be looking at the girls next Friday, huh?
Yeah, and we'll be here to see East Brunswick girls take on Bridgewater East team.
That should be a fine game.
So for Jimmy Allender, I'm John Migliaro saying thanks for being with us and good night.